Hello friends, I'm going to start illustration number 6 of the risk uncertainty of semi-final SFM. Okay, please read the questions here. This illustration is based on the certainty equivalent, where you have to evaluate two projects having different certainty equivalents. Certainty equivalent means what will be the percentage of actual cash inflow, adjusted cash inflow we need to calculate for that. Please look at it. The Globe Manufacturing Company Limited is considering an investment one of the two mutually exclusive projects for X and project Y with requirement of the rupees 3,40,000 for this and 3,30,000 for project Y respectively. The certainty equivalent approach is used incorporating the risk of the capital budgeting decision. The current yield on the government bond is 10% and this be used to risk-less rate. The expected net cash flow and their certainty equivalent are as follows. This is given. Okay. Now, projects cash inflows are given this. This is present value of cash inflow. Which project should be accepted? Out of these two projects, which project you should be accepted? For this, you need to calculate adjusted net present value and project having higher net present value that is selected. In the case of certainty equivalent, only the risk-free discount rate is applied. Risk-free discount rate is applied. Okay, look at here. A statement of net present value of project X. A statement showing net present value of project X. This is the year. Look at it. 1, 2, 3. Cash flow. One lakh 80,000, 2 lakh. This is 2 lakh. Certainty equivalent 0.80, 0.70, 0.50. Adjusted cash flow. Adjusted cash flow means you have to multiply 1,80,000 the certainty equivalent 0.8. 1,80,000 into 0.8, that is 1,44,000. 2 lakh into 0.7 means 2 lakh into 0.7. This is 1,40,000. This is 2 lakh into 0.5. This is 1 lakh. Now we have to present value factor at the rate of 10%. This is your present value. 0.9091, 9091, 0.8264, 8264, 0.7513, 7513. Now 1,44,000 multiplied to 0.9091, 1,30,000, 910. 1,40,000 multiplied 0.8264. This is 1,15,000, 696. 1 lakh multiplied 0.7513, 75130. This is said to be present value of cash inflow. 3,21,736. Now present value of, now we calculate net present value. Net present value equal to present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. Inflow 3,21,736. Outflow. Project X is the outflow 3,40,000. 3,40,000. And now this certainty equivalent is used to calculate adjusted cash inflow, where wherever net present value without risk is considered, this then you must have to adjust the cash flow with the certainty equivalent factors. Okay, 3,40,000 now minus rupees 18,286 264. Excuse me. This is a certainty equivalent factor. Exactly the same way we have to calculate net present value for project Y. A statement showing net present value for project Y. This is the year, one, two, three. Cash flow 1,80,000. 1,80,000. This is the 2 lakh. Certainty equivalent factor here. Zero 0.9, 0.8, 0.7. Adjusted cash flow 1,80,000 multiplied 0.9, 1,62,000. 1,80,000 0.8, 1,44,000. 2 lakh multiplied this 1,40,000. Present value factor 10%, 0.9091, 0.8264, 0.7513. Present value 1,47,274. 144 this is 1,19,002. 1,40,000 this 1,05,182. Present value of cash inflow 3,71,458. 458. Now net present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow 3,71,458 minus what is the present value of cash outflow for project Y? 3,30,000. 3,30,000. 3,30,000. In this case 41,458. Now in this case this is the positive net present value and project X for the negative net present value, that is minus 18,264, and this is rejected and this project is selected. Project Y is selected having positive net present value. Okay, project Y should be rejected. Now the second part, if risk adjusted discount rate of method is used, which project should be analyzed for the higher rate? Look at it. The project having low certainty equivalent factor. project having low certainty equivalent factor has a high risk, and project having high certainty equivalent factor compared to this project has a low risk. If project having high riskier project would have a high discount rate, and project having low riskier project has a low discount rate. In this case, if we are going to use risk adjusted discount rate, in this case project X has a low certainty equivalent factor, that's why high risk adjusted discount rate is applied for project X and low risk adjusted discount rate is applied for project Y. Okay, look at it. Answer of second part. Project X has low certainty equivalent factor, hence factor then project Y, hence project Y should be selected. Y should have low risk adjusted discount rate and project X should have high risk adjusted discount rate. Okay, this question is completed. Okay, thank you class. Please like, subscribe and share my videos.